Hey, you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm great.
Oh, well, that seemed like a rough one. You seem real calm about it.
Of course. I mean, the dub helps, obviously, but it's about respecting the game and, at the end of the day, giving your opponent the respect that they deserve. Hey! You take one step in here again, and I'm gonna put your balls in a blender. Don't test me!
F you.
F you!
So much for respect, huh?
Dude, I just said the respect they deserve.
That was exhausting. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team, that is a dub!
Oh my gosh. Anyone else's heart doing the thing, the fluttery thing? Arm numb? Smelling toast? My goodness, that game. Great hockey game. And you know what? I'm gonna give the Panthers a compliment. I'm gonna do that. Am I gonna do that? I'll do that. If you're a Panthers fan, what a fun team to watch, right? Look, everyone hates you because of the way your guys play the game. Coming from a Boston fan, I think I'm allowed to say that, right? Because you're sitting there going, really? Yeah, really, right? I don't think our current team plays the way your team plays. But that's not necessarily an insult. That's a fun-ass team to watch. It really is. It's a team that you really never feel comfortable saying is out of a game. Panthers are a great team for that fan base. For any fan base. Anybody would really enjoy having that team right now. I don't think you can really argue that. And none of us, Bruins fans or Canes fans or Toronto fans or really anybody, wants to say that. Because why would we want to say that? But I'm going to say it. That's a really fun hockey team to watch for a lot of the same reasons that Bruins fans loved the early 2010s teams or the before 2000s teams, although some of those were really bad teams, but just the ferocity that they play with. The Panthers are 8-2-0 in their last 10, riding a strong offense and even stronger defense, surprisingly. And over that stretch, they have ranked, well, not over that stretch, season-wide now, they rank 17th in offense, 12th in defense, which is pretty shocking surprise. I think we're going to see that continue to go back to the norm where their offense is better than their defense. Their defense does look better this year, though. Neither special teams are hitting on a high rate just yet, as both rank kind of bottom third in the league-ish. Like, not your bottom five, but your 23, 24 range there. Bobrovsky, 9-4-1 to start the season with a 906 save percentage, which I know 906 isn't a sexy number, but I'm pretty sure the league average is still somewhere around like 890, 8 maybe, something like that. So he's still above average in that. And then he has a 266 goals allowed average. Stolarz, who was not playing tonight, 917 save percentage, a 228 goals allowed average, and a 3-1-0 start. All of that sounds like a pretty good team. And there's no reason to take any credit away from the Panthers, once again, especially coming from a Bruins team that, not at this point, but the first 10 games of the season, was playing an easy schedule. Now, the past couple weeks haven't been easy, but before that, we were playing a pretty easy schedule. And we had a similar kind of record. Not 2 losses in regulation. That would be silly. But through that 10, they've played 3 teams that are in a playoff spot. 5 of those games came against the bottom 4 teams in the league. So, just a little bit of pause when talking about this recent stretch. If you watch this game, I think you could confidently say Panthers are a great team. They're a really, really good team. Even if the record was what it was because of an easier schedule, they're still beating good teams in there. They beat the Canes as well during that stretch. So I don't really want to take anything away from them. That's just an interesting little asterisk on that, all that. Last time we played them, they jumped out to a 2-goal lead, and we had to claw our way back for an overtime win. That was October 30th, I believe. And then Barkov and Mahura remain out, but Ekblad and Montour have returned since the last time we played them. So they're still not playing with a full deck, which every fan base is guilty of this, us included. You never know if you're gonna be playing with a full deck. So when you talk about superstars like Barkov missing, yes, you're like, we know he's coming back. This team's going to get better. But it's funny when you see other teams talk about like, yeah, well, we're missing our second pair defenseman and a top 9 forward, so we're not complete yet. It's like you're pretty much always going to be missing someone on defense and someone in your top 9. It's hockey. There's always somebody who's missing at some point. Not for us though. We're fine right now. I think I'm getting lazy. My only pregame note for the Bruins are the only changes to lines are Brown is in for Steen, and then Olmark is in for Sway. This team, my major concern going into it was Olmark was off for over a week, I believe. It's been a long time since he played, and I don't like Brown in the lineup. And this was Brown's best game this season by a long shot. And I wouldn't even say he was great, but he was really good in pockets of it. Really good. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it! Also, just to plug some stuff real quick, the YouTube membership. We're doing shout-outs at the end of the video for that kind of stuff, but that's been going great. The Discord is awesome. There's a link for that below. Twitter, links, all sorts of good stuff that you can check out below this video. Appreciate it. Let's talk about this game. Puck drops! The first period got me worried. We have had a couple games recently that we could say the refereeing wasn't skewed to the Bruins. Not that that should be the goal, but maybe more of an even playing field. And the first period was not great in that regard. And I thought we were going to get a whole other 60-minute effort from the refs in this one. We didn't, thank God. But 15 seconds in, Zacha, he's going to take a puck off of the skate and scare us all as he immediately limps down the tunnel. He would return about 4 minutes later. But 6:20 in, and the Panthers have thrown 3 late hits on McAvoy already. McAvoy, you'll remember, went through OEL's face the last time we played and deserved this attention, but the late hits should be called, and the refs started losing control immediately, and then we're looking around like it wasn't their fault. It was their fault because the refs, again, just want to point, are really, really bad at their job. They're tremendously bad at their job. It's impressive how bad they are at their job. Anyway, so the Panthers are throwing a couple late hits here. First, it was Lomber goes after McAvoy, and it's just a blatantly late hit there. Tkachuk took a run at him after a whistle, and now it's Cousins, who throws an elbow through McAvoy's chin. Now, there's no call on the play. Once the whistle does go, McAvoy sheds the gloves, which is automatic 2 minutes, by the way, or it used to be, I don't know, and goes after Cousins. And as Cousins is skating away, like, absolutely not. As soon as the ref gets between them, he's like, bah! Cousins, you fucking asshole. Fight him, man. If you're taking runs at the guy, then, all right, you get what you wanted. Someone fight him. Because I would take McAvoy over 90% of that team. I think McAvoy's a little fucking crazy. I think he's the kind of guy, not that he's small, but he is the kind of guy that you don't super want to fight. I just get that vibe. Either way, refs will take them both. Cousins and McAvoy go. 2 minutes each. We're going to 4v4. 9:07 in. That's all going to expire. 9:07 in. Shattenkirk yanks down Lomberg, who is cosplaying as a tough guy this game. Every chance he gets to run a cheap shot on someone, he's doing it. But as soon as... Now, Shattenkirk wrapped him up and pulled him down. This is a call. But again, he wraps him up and pulls him, and he just foof down. It was egregious. And it reminded me of last year, just because Lomberg choking Frederick and then running away from everybody the whole game. And just the whole thing. I sound super biased, but I think I'm allowed to be about this game. I think as a Bruins fan, I'm allowed to be biased about this one. Either way, Shattenkirk's going to go. We're going to go to the penalty kill. We kill it. And we get a 2-on-1 right out of the box. And Shattenkirk to Heinen. And Heinen has a wide open net. And that man misses wide. Heinen needs to... I don't know what Heinen needs to do. He does so much so well. can't hit the net to save his life. I truly believe if his life was on the line, that's still going high and wide. It's not good. The whole third line's been snake bitten, though. 7:37 in. Lohrei for holding. It's a phantom call. Don't hold it against Lohrei. It's a really good defensive play, too. He does a great job snuffing out what looks like could be a fast break. Either way, we're going to get the penalty kill. We kill it. 2:19 left. Finally, the Panthers are going to get called for something. Forsling's for holding on Lauko. And the announcers are, they're killing me. Well, Lauko kept moving his feet, so that really was his benefit for this call. Lauko kept moving his feet because the puck was 4 feet away from him and he was being held to the wall. Because, he's going to stop skating? What are these guys talking about? What are they talking about? Anyway, so we're going to the power play. 1:25 left of the power play, which is not good. Pasta whiffs on a puck and trips up Reinhart trying to recover. So we're going 4v4 for 1:25, then the penalty kill for 35 seconds. Then, 1:25 left of the game. I just said 1:25 left of the power play. Now it's 1:25 left of the game. Still 4-on-4. Heinen is skating the puck out of our zone. And as he reaches the opposing blue line, he is going to drop this puck for Coyle at full speed. Coyle is then going to blitz through the defense. He's going to cut into the slot and then cut back to the left on his backhand. Bobrovsky doesn't get there in time, and he buries this high blocker corner. It's 1-0 on a 4-on-4. We performed pretty well 4-on-4, honestly. But Coyle, the confidence is sky high, and it should be. He's playing out of his mind. Awesome to see. Anyway, 1-0. 58 seconds left. Whistle blows as Bob holds another good scoring chance that we just created. And Lundell cross-checks Poitras in the mouth. I think there's potential for a fine here. Originally, I was like, that might be a sussy. I doubt it gets that far, but that was a blatant. Like, he skates in, Poitras just stand there, and boom, right to the mouth. Either way, it's going to be 2 minutes for high sticking. Not cross-checking, no major. They don't even call it a major, then drop it down. Really strange for that one. But that's going to be 4-on-3 for about 40 seconds. And then 4v4, so some sort of math about that. And then more 5-on-4 for more math. 1-0, we're going to the second period. We're going to start 4v4 for 16 seconds of the second. I got that math down because it was on the board. And then it's going to be 46 seconds of 5v4. And we're going to get a scary moment 30 seconds into the period. As McAvoy and Tkachuk are racing to the back of Ullmark's net, and McAvoy pushes off with his left leg to change his angle to get behind the net, and it trips up Tkachuk, who headbutts the back of Ullmark's thigh and takes him down. I think I have a picture for this. Wabab. That terrified me. Everyone was fine. I don't think it was on purpose. If it had been any other team, I would go, that wasn't on purpose. But just because it's the Panthers and because I can, I'm like, I don't think it was on purpose. But I'm not giving these guys the benefit of the doubt over anything. Ever. 4:30 in. I wanna highlight this play. Here's the picture. This puck is trickling to Lohrei, and he has two Panthers players directly in front of him. This is why, and Lohrai's underlying numbers were not good in this. And I think he should be proud of the effort he put together because I think there was a lot of good this game. But the underlying analytics, terrible. And there were too many plays like this one. I still think he had some great moments in this one. I don't want to dogpile on him. But it's starting to become a lot here. What does he do with this play? Instead of just chip it in deep, you've got two guys, you're the last guy back. He tries to deke through both of them, loses the puck, and luckily Marchand is there to immediately strip the puck away from the Panthers player and prevent a 2-on basically none, because there's no way Lohrei is turning around and catching up. These are the plays I'm talking about that Lohrei has to be better, because that right there changes the game fully if they spring the other way. There's too much of that. And I know we love Lohrei, and I know Lohrei is going to be a great player for us for a long time. But plays like those that have such a huge, dangerous impact on the game will lose games. He's also... Actually, let me check real quick, because I think he got more minutes this game. Yeah, he had 14 and a half minutes in this one. I can't have McAvoy playing 28 minutes a night, right? McAvoy 27-31, Lindholm 24, Carlo 22. Carlo 22 I'm fine with. Lindholm 24 is, all right, it's high, but not crazy. Mac can't be playing 27, 28 minutes tonight. We just can't have the guy he's partnered with playing 14 minutes a night. He's not ready, and that's okay. It's okay. But I wanted to finally highlight a specific play to give you a better idea of what's bothering me about this. There's too many decisions directly like that when you're the last guy back. And he also had some crazy-ass offensive plays where he deked through multiple people and fluidly created chances. It's just those don't happen enough to offset the bad defensive plays. That's all it is. That's all it is. He'll get better. He'll get better. 5:16 in. Formore and Gadjevich, who maybe had one shift this fucking game. I think I heard his name just this one time. He got hit by Formore in a very normal way and immediately drops the glove with him. And Formore's like, all right, fine. And they fight. And, I mean, Formore's the first one to get knocked down. It doesn't feel like this was an ass-kicking or anything like that. But good on them. Anyway, 9:27 left. Panthers get set up for what feels like the second time this period. It's been a way better second period than the first. In the first, they were all over us. And the Bruins just, they're set up the way they need to be. Lorai's battling in front of the net. He's got a couple guys there. And this is just a shot from Cousins from distance at the point. It bounces off Lorai's shin. It bounces off of Lundell's skate. And it goes past Ullmark. That's what you need to beat Ullmark right now. That's what you need to beat Swayman, more or less. Although Swayman did have a rough one the other night. But this goalie's great. Pucks to the net. It's hockey. That's going to happen. If that's what you need to score on us, pretty comfortable with that. Pretty comfortable with that goal, honestly. 1-1. Let's respond. And then 8:46 left, just about a minute later. Great exit pass by Lauko to get this started. He feeds Beecher in the neutral zone, who's going to find Brown with a perfect pass as Brown gets one step behind the defense on the blue line. And he goes in, and he fires, and I think Bobrovsky gets a piece of this, and it's going to go off the back glass, back to the slot. Beecher's there to collect, and he's going to just skitch over to the corner as Bob just, I love watching the one leg of the goalie, like, all right, come on. And he's just kind of scooting farther and farther from his net. He gets so far out of it that Beecher just attempts to dunk it. The defense does knock the puck off of his skate, off his stick, but the puck then slides against the defender and into the net. 2 games in a row, Beecher's on a heater. We love to see it. Everyone's going to dunk on me about me being like, Beecher doesn't score, man. You're going to get frustrated sometimes. I welcome it. I love when it's about the team succeeding and people like to tease me about, like, that was your take. That's fun. Let me have it. Absolutely. Either way, that's your game-winning goal, by the way. Spoilies. 6:30 left. A shot from the left point hits a stick. Stick breaks, so it creates a really weird bounce that leaves Stenlund with a wide-open net directly in front of Ullmark. And it looks like Ullmark's beat. There's no way he can get there on time. And then he does anyway. Because fuck you. Like, that's just Ullmark tonight. I'm starting to lean more towards Andrew's take of we broke up the rotation because Ullmark wants to play Florida every time so he can do this to them. And I respect that. I respect it a lot. And then less than a minute later, we talk about this all the time. Big save on one side, go down the other way, score. It's pucks in deep. Poitras and DeBrusk combine for a board battle win that's going to leak the puck out for DeBrusk directly below the right circle. He's going to fire a very low-angle shot on Bobrovsky. He's going to bounce right back to him, and then he's going to find space underneath the right pad and slide it by him. It's 3-1. DeBrusk has bitten the snake back. He finally gets off the schneid. He gets a goal. Poitras gets a point on the primary assist with a great play. Poitras should be very proud. We're going to talk about him in a second. Either way, 3-1. 1:45 left, a huge chance for the Bees again. It's a great pass by Coyle. Across to Heinen, who has Bobrovsky selling out. He's down. He's down and out. And instead of Heinen just tossing this top shelf, which he would have missed anyway, that's mean. But instead of him doing that, he is going to try to feed a very heavily covered Freddie, who is just swarmed in the slot. Swarmed! So I don't think we even get a shot off here. Either way, period's going to end 3-1. We're going to the third, and we're going to lock it down. It's pucks in deep. It's consistent. Keep them out of our zone. Don't let them set up. Couple of good saves by Olmark, but for the most part, just a great, strong period. 10:02 left. Kachuk for tripping. We're going to power play. It's a terrible power. It's really bad. It's really bad. We're not going to talk about it. And Bob leaves the net with about 2 minutes left. We didn't score on the empty net. We opted to ice it rather than skate it out when we had opportunities to skate it out. We turned the puck over in our zone a little bit, but we swarmed any chance they had. There was an improvement here, not as much as you'd love to see, but they finished it off. And that's, I mean, a dub's a dub's a dub. A 3-1 win, a 4-point swing against the second-place team in the division. A good one at that. A good one at that. And this team has 31 points in their first 18 games. And statistically, we're just in a really good spot right now. Really good spot. Game notes. First of all, McAvoy, what an animal that dude is. He's on another level this season. I think we were all seeing that. And I will take no McAvoy slander at this time. The young guys. Let's talk about the rookies for a second. Lohrei had a brutal game in moments. And a great game in moments. There's just so much difference in his shifts. There are some really fun moments, though. He's going to be great. Beecher has a game-winning goal off of tenacity once again. You can't teach that. You can't teach that! Beecher just works his ass off. And his line mates do too. Lauko's a great fit next to him. Brown played a huge role in the game-winning goal here. He wasn't amazing, but hey, it was his best game. And then Patra. If you were concerned about Patra, this was the game you were concerned about. A heavy team that wants to crush everyone. And I know we already played him once, but this was even more physical than last time. And not only did Patra work his ass off the whole game, he deserves a shout out because he never shied away from any of the contact. In fact, he brought contact. He laid out a couple decent hits. Tenacity. You can't teach that! And he just deserves such a great shout out for his game. I mean, I was worried about him. What a stud. And Beecher, what a stud. Also, Beecher went 87% from the dot, which is huge. And then Lohrei, according to NHL.com, not Lohrei, Patra, according to NHL.com, went 83.3. That's a good game. That's a good game from the dots, from the young guys. We take that. Olmark, another game note. My God, what the hell was that? You're incredible, and I love you. And I just want you to know that. And then Montgomery has won 79 of his first 100 games with the team. I mean, that might be regular season. I should look into that, but still, unbelievable. Great stuff all around. Stick taps to everybody. Go Bees. Go Bees! Thank you for watching, guys, and once again, a shout out to our top line tier members, Aaron, Darren Woodbury, Micro Sausage, Breathe In, Breathe Out, Brett Arney, Pincent, The Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Aaron Adams, Justin Barnard, and Nick Citrullo. And of course, a huge shout out to our all-star tier members. Jason Ozzy Bruin, Thupton Ditashi, Jonathan Harvey, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Jacob Pratt, Doots42, and Jeremy. You guys are absolute studs, and I appreciate every single one of you.